Hi all, I wanted to cover a misconception and before I start I want to thank those people who have subscribed to my channel and those who haven't. It's okay, if you like my channel that would be great. Now today I wanted to talk to everyone about the government. Now we assume that with the research and all the scientists backing out the globe theory, and there's a couple of independent scientists that haven't, that the government would be on the same boat. Well, it's not the case. In documentation, the government already does their own research and they have stated that the earth is flat. Navigation, they call it the real earth, and documentation, the validity of the earth being flat. NASA refers to the real earth as being flat. In the public arena, different ball game, because they have a perception. At the end of the day, the public are just pawns. It's like anything, we pay these people to have secrets, and we don't understand that science. They don't want us to know actual information. There's a thing called religion, and religion is the enemy of evolution. Evolution is worth billions and billions of dollars. We have it in our science books, textbooks. It backs up evolution, millions and millions of years old. Every documentary we watch says millions and millions. Any credible documentary, and it's not credible, starts with millions and millions of years. And it's paid for. All these documentaries are all paid for and backed up. Scientists who go against evolution are in trouble because there's no financial backing. They can lose jobs. It's like, oh, you're that crazy scientist. Media, if they go against the flat earth, the round earth, they'll also lose their media license. So there is a perception that, with the public perception, so within their own circles, government circles, they refer to the earth as flat. All the documentation, we're talking NASA, we're talking navigation of planes and spacecraft, and everything else. So when Trump comes out and says the Space Force thing going ahead, trillions and trillions of dollars he's going to spend, he could be throwing a spanner at the whole racket. I mean, you've got the international space community who have been set up with laws, and you can't break those laws. But if you start up your own funding for your own army in space, see, NASA has pretty much been shut down, but then all these other companies have started up, and they've been a little bit crazy because India wants to go to the moon, and they've done it apparently, and in Israel they want to go to the moon, and they've done it. And then Tesla, private company, oh, they sent a car into space. It's like, these things aren't real. I mean, you can see with a Tesla car, it's just in a dark room with a giant earth ball. There's nothing that real. You cannot go out of the Van Allen belt. I mean, NASA sits on television and they say it's 200 to 300 degrees. And then Elon Musk said that was an ordinary car in space. There was nothing added to it or anything. You've got rubber, you've got a bonnet of a car, you've got paint, and you're saying that it can handle 200 degrees. At least we could see some steam coming off it. We see nothing. We see a mint condition car flying in space for weeks and weeks. And, I don't understand why people are still believing it. I've had enormous amount of confrontations with people in comment sections, and I'm one for standing for the truth, but it is underrated right now, and you've got the independent scientists, and people say, hey, that was rigged. Why would they be rigging anything? Then you got people saying Rob Skiba, when he was exposing SpaceX Tesla car, that was a fake video. It's like Rob Skiba's a Christian. He wouldn't be. I mean, he might have a high belief system, but he's not going to lie. It's like me. I mean, I might have a high belief system. It's up to you whether you believe me or not. And a lot of the people that are arguing with me don't realize I have my own videos. I I've looked into this extensively. Some people have said, you know, the G-force in a plane was, do you understand that the NASA aircraft are basing all their craft on a flat Earth? When you see a round Earth model, there's a curve on the map on a round Earth. So they, when they flying to a country, it's a curve. On the flat Earth, it's a straight line because that's you fly straight to a place. You don't fly in a circle and a curve to a country, and things aren't making logical sense. Of course, on the flat Earth has a long way to go. They've got fiber optics, everything else to back them up in their belief system. And you know, it's just there's a lot to the argument of round Earth versus flat Earth, but definitely the government is, I don't know if I would call it lying, but they have their own perceived system where their belief system is that it's flat, but in the public system they have the agenda of the public where they have to say that the Earth is round. If they came out and said it was flat, then you'd have a whole bunch of people. Well, I don't think people could afford to race off to Antarctica, race off to the wall, and figuring out that we live in a dome. I mean, we've had rockets sent into space. They've had people going up, and the round lenses and shows a curve. Then they've had people going up with the flat windows, which shows no curve. So they've had as many people at the same height showing a curve, and then there's people that haven't shown a curve. And then there was the Gemini in 1965, where the fake spacecraft rotated, and as it rotated, the Earth went from a curve to a convex to a concave, convex, and the Earth kept changing shape. And that's the problem with the round lens, fish lens they call it. And yeah, thank you everybody for subscribing to my channel, and I hope that clears it up a lot. And any questions, put them in my comment section. I would like to get to 10 minutes on this video. Thank you guys.